It's done. Just hope I have a clean shirt.
What's eating him?
Turn that off. What the hell you doing here, Ken?
It's Mom. She got served a subpoena and she's talking about running.
She already knows. She runs, she goes to jail.
So it's not your problem?
What the hell do you want from me? I gotta do my job. I gotta keep my head down because your brother's on trial for murder and dodge the press at the same time. I'm sorry if I don't give a damn if your mother gets locked up.
Dad, wait, man.
You told Darius about the guns and the drugs, didn't you?
10 years ago. I mean, I looked in the glove box and found the stash. As usual, you screamed at me. I was 10.
There you go again. Will you change the channel?
That right there is why I always went to Darius. Mom was so busy blaming you, and you were so busy working, there was no one to hear me. How could I know he'd use it against you? How could I know he'd have a reason to?
I wasn't there for you, okay? You're angry. I get it. Get over it, man. Get a therapist. Work it out. I'm not trying to hear this right now.
Yeah. We at war. We at war with terrorism, racism, but most of all, we at war with ourselves. God, show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. You know what the Midwest is? Young and restless, or restless. Might snatch your necklace, the next thing might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell you who Kanye West is. I walk through the valley of the shadow where death is. Top floor, the view alone and leave you breathless. Try to catch it, it's kinda hard getting choked by the Texas. Yeah, and I check the method. They be asking us questions, so then that's interest us. Saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast, huh? Y'all eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? We ain't going nowhere but got suits and cases. A trunk full of coke, rental car from Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus could save us. Well, mama, I know I act the fool, but I'll be gone to November. I got packs to move. I hope God show me the way because the devil's trying to break me down. The only thing that I pray is that my feet don't.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't even be in school. My probation officer threatened me, telling me it was either school or boot camp. Dumbass. He thinks that the problems going on in Long Beach aren't going to touch me at Wilson. My PO doesn't understand that schools are like the city, and the city is just like a prison. All of them divided into separate sections, depending on tribes. There's Little Cambodia, the ghetto, Wonder Bread Land, and us, south of the border, or Little Tijuana. That's just the way it is, and everyone knows it. But soon enough, you have little wannabes trying to hit you up at school, demanding respect they haven't earned. It looks like this. One tribe drifting quietly to another's territory without respect, as if to claim what isn't theirs. An outsider looking in would never see it, but we could feel it.
In every war, there is an enemy. I watched my mother being half beaten to death and watched as blood and tears streamed down her face. I felt useless and scared and furious at the same time. I could still feel the sting of the belt on my back and my legs. One time, he couldn't pay the rent, and that night he stopped us on the street and pointed to the concrete. He said, "Pick a spot."
Clyde was my boy. He had my back plenty of times. We was like one fist, me and him, one army.
Heavy, yeah. It's the real shit right here. Nobody jumps us down. We gotta practice. Cause this got power. You shoot it, it throw you down.
I sat there till the police came. Oh, first night was the scariest. Inmates banging on the walls, throwing up their gang signs, yelling out who they were, where they from. I cried my first night. Can't never let nobody know that. I spent the next few years in and out of cells. Every day I'd worry, when will I be free?
My brother taught me what the life is for a young black man. Do what you have to. Pimp, deal, whatever. Learn what colors to learn. Gang bounding. What you can say on one corner, you can't say on another. Learn to be quiet. The wrong word can get you popped.
If you look in my eyes, you'll see a loving girl. If you look at my smile, you'll see nothing wrong.
I wanted. Then I heard gunshots. I looked down to see that one of my friends had blood coming out his back and his mouth. The next day, I pulled on my shirt and got strapped with a gun I found in an alley by my house.
I don't even know how this war started. It's just two sides who tripped each other way back. Who cares about the history behind it? I am my father's daughter, and when they call me to testify, I will protect my own no matter what.
Nobody cares what I do. Why should I bother coming to school?
My friends are soldiers, not of war, but of the streets. They fight for their lives.
I hate the cold feeling of a gun against my skin. It makes me shiver. It's a crazy-ass life. Once you're in, there's no getting out.
Every time I jump somebody in and make someone a part of our gang, it's another baptism. They give us their life, give them a new one. I've lost many friends who have died in the undeclared war. To the soldiers and me, it's all worth it. Risking life, dodging bullets, pulling triggers. It's all worth it.